If you've ever been told by the internet that simply racking a pump action shotgun will save your life during a home invasion, will save your credit score when you're trying to buy a car that you can't afford, or will save your marriage when you know the marriage is over, well, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Welcome back to Trench Grenade channel. I am your host, the average 12-gauge shotgun enjoyer that your mom said that we have at home. Thanks for watching. Guys, the purpose of today's video is I'm going to be talking to you guys about 12-gauge shotguns, both pump action and semi-automatic. It's been brought to my attention that the OG Trench Grenade fans, I know all three of them, want to see more shotgun content. You guys really like the shotgun content. But what I think is more important than just obligatory shotgun content and posting all willy-nilly a bunch of shotgun stuff on the range, you know, like I've have been known to do, you know, going out and just blasting it down. We're going to do some crazy thing called education, right? We're going to talk about everything I think you need to know when getting into a shotgun for home defense or for any sort of serious application, right? Whether it be home defense, a grid down scenario, SHTF, without rule of law, the end of the world, you name it, right? And it's going to have, there's going to be some hurdles, some mental hurdles we're going to have to jump through to get to the decision to run a shotgun over a handgun or a rifle. And I'm going to talk through some of those processes with you. But more importantly, at the end of this video, you're going to know how to effectively utilize your shotgun in a safe manner and a very deadly manner for your Minecraft purposes for defensive use, right? So let's get into it, guys. Real quick, if you want to help reimburse my time, hit the like button, comment down below what your thoughts are on pump action shotguns in 2025. Do you think they still have a place, or do you think they are antiquated, outdated, trash that should be kept in a museum somewhere? I'm sure you guys will be very opinionated about where shotguns stand in 2025. We'll be using this Remington 870 as just a training piece. This weapon is clear and safe. Okay. Also, every time I rack the shotgun, I want you to go ahead and take a shot of whatever you're drinking. Good luck, my friend. Okay? So, like the video, comment down below what you think about shotguns in 2025. Do they have a place? Do they not? Whatever. If you want to donate monetarily, do that. Thank you for doing that. If you want to help reimburse slugs, okay, well, these are not slugs, so that is just a poorly timed, poorly placed prop there. If you want to help reimburse double-aught buckshot that we burn on the flat range or whatever, hit the like button, comment down below, and donate monetarily. Now let's get into it. Okay, so I guess we'll talk about supporting equipment first, right? That will be the first thing. Obviously, with all weapons, before we get into anything, you want to be aware of the 4 rules of weapon safety. That's huge, especially for the audience that's getting into this and they're like, hey, should I buy a shotgun? And their dirtbag boyfriend told them, hey, instead of buying that Glock 19, this gun is not clear and safe. This gun is loaded. It is my carry gun. It is in fanny pack condition, as you'll notice with the lanyard. This is a Kydex trigger guard, right, for my Glock 19, okay? But when your dirtbag boyfriend or whoever convinced you to buy a shotgun instead of a Glock 19 for home defense, well, now you have that gun. It's sitting next to you, and now we have to learn how to use it, right? So I'm going to teach you how to use it, right? For all those people that applies to, I guess let me know your story down below. And to that dirtbag dude that bought that gun for you, or if you're just an idiot and you stayed up too late and you bought a Turkish shotgun rather than buying maybe a quality AK or quality AR or something like that, well, do push-ups, okay? So first and foremost, we'll get into supporting equipment, but obviously keep in mind the 4 rules of weapon safety. Treat the weapon as if it's loaded at all times. Keep your fingers straight off the trigger. Never point the weapon at anything you don't intend to destroy, and always be aware of your target and surroundings. Okay, supporting equipment. First and foremost, with a shotgun, you're going to need some Velcro, okay, some hook and loop. First thing you're going to do is obviously make sure the weapon is clear, okay? Open up the breech, inspect the chamber and the magazine tube and the feed lifter. Make sure there is nothing in the gun at all, as you see here, okay? Magazine tube is on the bottom. That's that orange thing you see down there, and the chamber is empty, okay? Weapon's on safe, and we're clear and safe. Go ahead and take 2 shots. I just racked it twice. All right. First thing you're going to want to do after you clear your weapon is put some Velcro on the side, on the left side of the gun. That's gonna enable you to load the gun with STAC, ESSTAC. I know I have a lisp, so we're gonna get around it together. ESSTAC, you're gonna put an STAC side saddle loaded with double-aught buckshot or number 4 buckshot, getting ahead of myself on the ammo selection there, on the side of the gun, okay? So now we have an ability to fight on the gun. I also, if this is your primary fighting tool, I also recommend you put some Velcro up here on the right side of the gun. If you're left-handed, then put it on the left side of the gun. But for right-handed firers, put on the right side of the buttstock right here. You can see I still have a little bit right here from back in my old shotgunning days. Some Velcro right there. Put some Velcro right here. That's going to enable you to do what's called violin loading. So when you're, again, this weapon is clear and safe. When you're really tired because you've been stacking bodies in Minecraft all day, well, you'll just simply pretend like there's shells right here. Okay, actually, it might still retain a little bit. So I've been stacking bodies. I can still pull a shell out and violin load that way. That will help me keep this gun up and working for me. Okay, so that is the first thing you want to do after obviously making sure your weapon is clear when you get a shotgun is putting ammunition on the gun. A side saddle on the back, like I just showed you, and a side saddle on the side of the gun. Again, that's S-Tac. That's what I recommend. No sponsors of the channel. This channel is only sponsored by you. So go give me a couple dollars in the Patreon or whatever for the ammo fund, okay? All right, moving on. It does give you access to a closed Discord server where you can find buddies to train with, game with, stay up late, and talk about all your favorite shotgun war stories. Okay, after you have a way to load the gun, okay, after you have a way to load the gun on the shotgun, all those S-Tac side saddles, next thing you're going to want to do is get a sling. Now, I don't have my sling here accessible. It's a single point sling, and you're going to get 550 cord, and you're going to 550 cord around the buttstock right here. As you see, 1 is none, 2 is 1, 3 is better. So I have 3 pieces of 550 cord right here looped around the buttstock, the bottom of the pistol grip where the pistol grip meets the buttstock. It's all one thing, obviously, because it's a Magpul buttstock. But boom, there you go. Put your single point sling adapter hook through there and tape it. You see how I have taped mine closed with 100-mile-an-hour tape. Now this thing will never come loose. And when I have my sling, my single point sling on, this thing, yes, it'll flop off of me. However, then I'm retaining the gun to me properly. That way I can either transition to my Glock 19 if I need to, right? Or I can do whatever I need to do with my hands on the objective or whatever I'm working with, right? So step number 2 is to put a sling on the gun. I recommend a single point sling, not a 2-point sling, because if you were to put a 2-point sling on the gun, that would attach to 2 more. That would attach to the pump, and then it's going to not enable you to be able to actuate the pump because your arm is going to get in the way and the sling is going to get in the way and it's going to cause issues. So I do recommend a single point sling when utilizing a shotgun. Ready for it? There's one more. Okay. So sling is number 2. Moving on to the third thing you should do is put a white light on the gun. I have a couple pistol lights out here because I'm not using this actively. I have other weapons in rotation, right? Right now, this is on duty. Boom, Glock 19. Cool. Base Glock 19 is based. But you do need to put a weapon light on the gun. Here's a rifle light, a streamlight rifle light, okay? So you put some sort of rifle light on the gun, and now you're good to go. 1,000 lumen light. If you are balling on a budget, you can put your pistol light on the gun as well. Here's a Surefire X300 that I need to send to T-Rex Arms because this one is broken. But yeah, put something on the gun, some sort of white light on the gun. That way, here's a crazy concept. That way you can see at night. Okay, and that way you don't kill somebody breaking into your house that doesn't need to get killed in Minecraft. All right, moving on. Now that we've accessorized the gun, if you got this far in the video, leave. Night Dog, what emoji should they leave? What emoji should they leave?
Sorry, I'm on the phone. I don't know.
Leave a question mark.
A question mark emoji?
Leave some sort of confused question mark. The guy is confused emoji, or the girl is confused emoji in the comments below if you've got to this point of the video. Okay, now that you've talked about accessories, one more thing on accessories. Kit setup. For kit setup, here is my T-Rex Arms quad rig. Okay, I'll just show you what we got going on here. I have a dangler in the front, and inside of here has a ton of shotgun shells, okay? So I have about 10 extra shells. You don't want to put too many in here because if you have too many shells in this front Aussie pouch dangler, well, then you're going to be hitting yourself where you don't want to hit yourself, right? So that's first and foremost, having some sort of dangler on the front of your kit that you can have 10 or so loose buckshot in there. Boom. Okay. 10 or so loose double-aught buckshot in there, or number 4 buckshot in this dangler. And then I will simply have a S-Tac, ESS-TAC with the 550 loop that it comes with on top. So when I need to, I'll just open up this rig, quad flap rig, boom, pull one out and put it on the shotgun. I'll only load from this, my quad rig. I'll only load from this chest rig if the actual shells on the shotgun are gone. Okay, so I'll always load from the shotgun. If in an emergency, if I need to do a top off reload, emergency, not emergency load, because all loads are emergency, but you know what I'm saying, not a stovepipe, what am I, you guys will say, but a match saver. If I need to do a match saver load and just drop a round in, a shell in, then that's going to come from that dangler, okay? That's going to come from the dangler on the front of this quad rig. Make sense? So that is the type of setup I use when I'm not wearing body armor. I just wear my T-Rex rig with a Nalgene and a admin pouch, and boom, there you go. I use the doggone. There we go. If you know, you know. Okay, moving on from there. When I use body armor, I just use my regular AC1 or whatever, or JPC, and I just Velcro these bad Larrys to the front of it, okay? So it'll be 3, 1, 2, 3, right across my body armor, and all the rest in a dangler in front, or if I have a dump pouch to the rear left, okay? That is how I use, that is all the supporting equipment I use for shotgun. All right, moving on. Let's talk about ammunition. Finally, okay. 3 types of ammunition you need to buy. Well, I guess 4. For training, you can buy whatever cheap birdshot that you can get your hands on, okay? That's what you can get for training. For realsy time, these need to be on hand, but in a specialty pouch. These are 1 ounce rifled slugs, okay? 1 ounce rifled slug. I'm trying to get the camera to focus, but I think you guys get the point there. These need to be in a specialty pouch. You will need 1 ounce rifled slugs, okay, or just slugs. You will need these on hand in case you need to defeat some sort of barricade, or you need to put somebody down in your Minecraft server forever, all right? So keep those 1 ounce slugs in some sort of specialty area. That way you do not accidentally load them for day-to-day normal killing in Minecraft. But yeah, okay, so slugs, you do need slugs. You do need birdshot to get some training in on the range. Most importantly, double-aught buckshot. 0-0 buck, right? So for those that are trying to look up, what is aught? It's 2 zeros, okay? Let's see if I can show you. Boom. 2 zeros, okay? So double-aught buckshot is exactly what you're going to want. I like Federal. I'll show you a Federal right now. Boom, okay? Or Winchester double-aught buck Super X. There you go. This is the stuff I've been using forever. That bad Larry right there, okay? Double-aught buck, 2 3/4. Let's get into why 2 3/4. 3-inch is not more effective. The reason why is okay. 1, you can't load as many in the tube. 2, the extra shot that you get from it they have more flyers. Paul Harrell, rest in peace, had a whole series on this, but trust me, you want 2 3/4 inch shells, not 3-inch, right? 9 shot, 2 3/4 inch double-aught buckshot. If you live in a apartment complex or a extremely highly populated area where the walls are thin and there is a higher risk of injuring people if you were to miss your intended target in Minecraft, then you want number 4 buck. That's going to give you a little bit smaller pellets, a little bit more pellets, however, extremely devastating if you engage somebody with it, extremely devastating. So let's talk about that. Why would anybody choose a shotgun over a handgun or a rifle? Well, maybe they're in a restricted state, or maybe whenever they engage the person that's trying to hurt them, or whatever the situation is in your Grand Theft Auto game, whenever you do hit somebody, the right distance with the right load with a shotgun, there's 2 more, you are going to cause extreme terminal injury to that person, okay? So it cannot be overstated the effectiveness of a 12 gauge double-aught buckshot shell at the right distance, right? You will physically remove parts of them and donate it to the Minecraft server, right? So there's another one. Just keep that in mind when choosing to get a shotgun. As long as you train, you are not going to be underpowered, undermanned, whatever. As long as you know how to efficiently load this gun, and that's what we're going to talk about right now. So first and foremost, how to load the shotgun. Boom, thumb flat against the bottom. Okay, this is for entertainment. This is all for airsoft purposes. Thumb flat against the bottom. Okay, you're going to rotate, push up until the shotgun naturally takes it. Now, you would continue doing that until the gun is fully loaded. For any sort of home defense or anything other than actively using the shotgun, the way you're going to store this gun, okay, is with the weapon on fire and the breech barely open. That is called cruiser ready, okay? So again, this weapon is on fire and the chamber, the breech is open. So now if I wanted to put this thing into action, I would simply rack it and pull the trigger at my intended target and they would disappear. Active camouflage engaged, right? But I will now show you, so that is how you store your weapon cruiser ready. For home defense, you do not want to leave a round in the chamber. They are not drop safe. If you chamber a shotgun shell and you drop it on the ground, right, whether it's on fire or on safe, doesn't matter, that shotgun is going to go off. Now I'm going to teach you guys how to unload your shotgun like an adult. That is not mag dumping into the dude that just broke into your house. That's for a different situation. Now, to unload your shotgun like an adult, first of all, make sure the chamber is empty. You can unload the chamber or the shell from the chamber by pulling the breech back enough, the pump back enough, far enough so the shell comes out. So this chamber is empty. Now, return the pump forward, keeping your finger straight off the trigger with the weapon on safe. You will simply press this little feed lip right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. There's a little button right here on the side. All you're going to do, watch me, is press inwards. That's going to release that shell, and then it will just simply come out. You can simply guide the shotgun shell out. Now, as I throw 12 gauge everywhere, you will know the shotgun is empty, okay, when you see the orange follower, you guys see that, and when the chamber is empty. Now, I cannot stress how important safety is with shotguns, right? With any weapon, with a Glock 19, with any weapon, safety is imperative. Now, once the tube is empty, the magazine tube, you must, okay, you see the orange right there? You must also inspect the shell lifter right here. See that thing right here that just came up? I'll show it to you one more time. Okay, right there, that guy. You must also inspect that and the chamber. Then and only then is the weapon rendered safe. There's another one. Okay, so fighting with the shotgun. Now, fighting with the shotgun is very simple. I've taught this before. I'll teach it to you again. Shoot to, load to, okay, if available. Now, if there's 10 guys breaking in, obviously, I'm not going to just shoot to and start loading to. That would be a bad idea. But if a dude comes in, or whatever, in my Grand Theft Auto server, and he's, wrecking up my Minecraft area, all I'm going to do, once I am legally able to defend myself, I'll engage him twice. If he's no longer a threat, I will keep the weapon on fire. I will begin loading. I will load to. If he continues fighting, boom, I'll engage him again, and that process will just repeat forever. Shoot to, okay? Shoot to, reassess, no longer a threat, load to. Hold security, shoot to, no longer a threat, load to. Forever. Now, if there's 5 targets, guess what? 2 shells per guy, or however many shells you deem necessary. And then what do you immediately begin doing once they're not a threat? Loading. Okay, very simple concept. So, engage, minimum of 2, most likely for 1 guy. Okay, 1 is none, 2 is 1, 3 is better. But keep in mind, with that being said, in most servers that I've played in Minecraft and in Grand Theft Auto and in The Witcher 3 and even in a lot of other games, Call of Duty, Battlefield, a lot of these games, it's just 1 shotgun shell will is enough, but who knows? Who knows what hit registration you got going on? Sometimes 2 shells or 3 shells are required in the right area to make them go back to the respawn point. Okay. Anyway, so that's how you're going to fight with the gun forever. Okay. Shoot 2, load 2, or shoot as many as you need to if they're still a threat. And immediately, once they're no longer a threat, finger off the trigger, begin loading 2 at a time, 1, 2. Reassess if you need to, or keep it in your workspace at the high ready, okay? And then keep loading. That's it, forever, okay? All right, I have talked a lot. You haven't talked at all. So an easy way that you can say, gee, Trench, this was a good video. I really enjoy it. Couple of things. Like the video. Comment down below your thoughts on shotguns. Are they still effective in 2025? Do you use them? Do you not? Let me know those comments down below. And also comment, what do you think about this paint job? Because I think this one turned out pretty base. Let me know what you think about the paint job on this guy. Boom. I think it's got some sort of like old 80s like woodland camo vibe. But let me know what you think about the paint job. If you want to donate monetarily to my work, I greatly appreciate it. Use the links below. You can donate in whatever fashion you want. There's different tiers for both links. You do whatever you want. Anyway, thanks for being here. I'm going to go eat some food. And until next time, this is Trench Grenade, your average shotgun enjoyer that your mom says we have at home, signing out. Cheers.